Well, hello, my friends. As you can see, I'm holding a bundle of joy. Of course, yesterday we talked about joy to the world, and Jesus He's the one who gives us joy. Well, Jesus has provided this little man to give us joy. His name is Jireh, by the way, which is provider, and or provided, something like that. Anyway, but we are so glad to have this little bundle of joy with us this Christmas. Well, yesterday was a special day. It was special because after 2 weeks, he went back to the doctor to see if he was growing or not, and sure enough, he's growing. He is almost a pound more than he was when he was born, and he has grown 2 inches. And when we heard that, we were excited. I was excited. Grandma Mimi was excited. Parents were excited because he's growing. And I got to thinking about that, and that God gets excited when his children are growing. He wants us to grow, not just to be born, but he wants us to grow. You may ask yourself, well, how do you grow? Well, let me just tell you, how did this little fellow growing? Because he eats. He's eating. He's being nourished all the time. And you and I, we need to eat from God's word. We need to pray every day. You know, see, this is the growing process. Eating or feeding on his word, praying every day. And believe it or not, being around God's people, attending church, that's important. That's a way to grow because, you know, it develops our character. And anyway, so you and I need to grow. And I had someone one time tell me, he said, well, you know what? I'm just not growing in the Lord. And I asked them the question, are you consistently reading your word? He said, yes. Are you consistently praying? Yes. You're attending church? Yes. I said, well, you're growing. You might not see it, but you're growing. You know, sometimes we want to grow quick. You know, as a kid, we want to see how quick we can get to be an adult or a teenager. And then as a teenager, you know, become an adult and so on. But I want to tell you, it takes time to grow. I remember also as a kid, we'd put a mark on the wall and we'd stand up against the wall and see how much we've grown, you know, maybe an inch or 2 inches. And it was just so exciting when we grew. And so I want to tell you, you may not feel like you're growing, but if you're being nourished, if you're reading your word consistently, if you're praying consistently, if you're attending church or being around God's people, small groups or whatever it may be, consistently, I want to tell you, you may not see it, but you're growing. And when you grow, it makes God happy, just like it makes us happy when this little fella is growing. Listen, God bless you. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.